Digital Passport here, and today, we're going to explore the most dangerous neighborhoods around the US in the past few months. Chicago has been the home of crimes spanning from theft, drug trafficking, and even murder. In an effort to help citizens feel safe in their surroundings, we have compiled a list of 10 particularly dangerous areas that people should avoid at any costs. 1. 7200 block of South Hermitage Ave, Inglewood. The 7200 block of South Hermitage Ave, a neighborhood located south of Inglewood, has been noted as one of the most dangerous neighborhoods in all of Chicago. With a crime rate almost triple the average for other neighborhoods in Cook County, it is important to be aware of the high crime rate in this area. This block contains 3 different streets: Hermitage Avenue, 7200 South Hermitage Ave, while also containing 2 streets of the adjacent block, including Gresham Street and 71 South Laughlin St. 2. 1400 South Loomis St. Black Disciples Territory, near the Garfield Park Conservatory. The area is 1400 South Loomis St., which is Black Disciples Territory near the Garfield Park Conservatory. It says that this area has a high crime rate with shootings on a daily basis, so it should be avoided at all costs. 3. 3100 block of West Fillmore Street, Killa Ward Territory Gangster Disciples. 3100 block of West Fillmore Street, Killa Ward Territory Gangster Disciples. The 3100 block of West Fillmore Street is located within the boundaries of Killa Ward Territory. Here, gangster disciples reign. There is said to be a large amount of violence and gang activity in this area, as well as drugs. A man was found shot to death in this very block on March 26, 2013. A woman was also wounded and found upon the 2600 block of West Fillmore Street. On February 6, 2012, a man was shot twice in the back of the head on this block. He died on the scene. In 2011, a man was shot in his chest and died upon transportation to the hospital due to this block. 4. 7200 block of South Aberdeen Street, Ashland and Avers. The 7200 block of South Aberdeen Street is one of them. The area has a high crime rate and should be avoided at all costs. You should also stay away from 2500 block of West Armitage Ave for the same reason. Avoiding these 2 blocks will help keep you safe while exploring Chicago. 5. 3600 block of West Jackson BLVD, under the L tracks in Hammond Square. The 3600 block of West Jackson BLVD, under the L tracks in Hammond Square. You'll find that this area is home to a lot of gang activity and shootings. If you can avoid this area at all costs, do so. The intersection of 79th St. and Stewart at this intersection is very high crime, with drug use being prevalent on the street corners. This location also has many abandoned buildings which provide havens for gangs or other criminal activities to take place without detection by authorities or residents. The area is very high in crime due to area unemployment, single-parent homes, and the prevalence of illegal narcotics. 6. 2700 block of South Spalding Ave, new turf for BD's Crazy Crew. The 2700 block of South Spalding Ave is one of the most dangerous areas in Chicago, Illinois, due to gang violence and murder rates that are far higher than average. The Crazy Crew gangs have terrorized this community for years, but recently they have been recruiting young children who are just 12 through 14 years old. Recently, there have been many reports about these kids being murdered or shot at because they wanted to prove themselves to the gang members. As a result, this area has seen an increase in police presence over the last few months, with hopes it will stop some of the violence from taking place here. But until something changes very soon, parents are advised not to let their children go to this area and to avoid it at all costs. 7. 1800 block of South Hammond Ave, BD Turf. The 1800 block of South Hammond Ave is the turf of BD, a notorious gang leader. He's been arrested for crimes ranging from drug possession to assault and battery. If you are unfamiliar with the 1800 block of South Hammond Ave, don't worry about it. You're better off not knowing what goes on there. Stay away at all costs. 8. 500 block of East 71 Street, Windale and 71 Street, Gangster Disciples. The first area that is mentioned is 500 block of East 71 Street, Windale and 71 Street Gangster Disciples. This area has a lot of gang activity and it isn't safe for people without connections to visit this part of town. The author suggests that if someone does have connections there, they should never go alone or after dark. This particular location also has high rates of violent crime, robbery, drug dealing and prostitution, all things you want to avoid at all costs. 9. 5500 South Woodlawn Ave, Black P Stones Turf 4 Corner Hustlers. The Black P Stones are a faction of the Gangster Disciples, which is one of Chicago's two most notorious gangs. The other gang is the Latin Kings, who operate out of around 12 areas in the city. Both groups have been terrorizing Chicago for decades and both are still active today with thousands of members across Chicagoland. It's important to note that not all people living within these territories are gang members, but it would be unwise to enter any territory without knowing what you're getting into beforehand, or at least without a proper escort. The Latin Kings and the Black P Stones are the two most notorious gangs in Chicago, and it's important to know where their territories are located. 10. 1000 block of East 50th Street, new turf for BD's Gresham and MLK. The 10th most dangerous area in Chicago is the 1000 block of East 50th Street. This is a new turf for BD, one of the largest gangs in Chicago, and they are said to be more violent than other gangs on this list. The gang has been around since the late 90s but recently expanded into this neighborhood when another gang called Gresham Boys moved out. They're also said to have connections with the Mexican Mafia, which makes them even more dangerous. If you live or work anywhere near here, it might be best to avoid that area at all costs until things calm down again. Well, that's all for the video. Let us know what neighborhood you think is the most dangerous neighborhood in your area in the comments below.